Redo number 116. Yeah, when I was doing the original review of on day 116, watch 116, right in the middle of it, I was getting a phone call. So it just was a really rushed mess. So I'm redoing it. Well, yeah, because it was just really short. It was rushed, short, all because I was getting a phone call during it. So on my redo of 100 on my 116th day, on my 116th uh, watch of Adam's Family Values, what I noticed was that was that um remember there's a part where Debbie is locked in her room. We never really see the door unlocked. So it's very possible that it could, I mean, this came out around the time that Jacob's Ladder came out. So it's very, you know, it. It's a bit. It's. When I was watching it, I just like, we never saw the door open when after she was in there. So and you know, we see the thing. So it's like it's very possible that because of my 116th viewing, it's like it could have just all been in her head, you know, and that and then that's the reason why at the end we see her, her her hand coming out from the grave because if it's in her mind, she's not going to have the love story between Wednesday and the kid, the her love interest, uh, end on a happy note. He's going to be scared to death. He's going to be killed because Debbie doesn't believe in love, and that also could be why she still has the fingernail polish on. So, 116th viewing, I'm speculating or thinking that it just could very well have been a the it could just be in her head while she's slowly dying, and the last moments before her brain dies is her trying to come to terms with that the men in her life did try to have it end on a happy note, on a happy ending. That they did try to do a love story with her, but that in the last moments of her dying brain, after the door not being opened of the Adams family clan, that her last dying thoughts in her head were that we're trying to get her to accept, a love story in her mind, it ending peacefully, but her last moments thinking that she reached from the grave and killed the last love story her mind was coming up with. Because remember, Debbie was really good at coming up with different, you know, she had, she was like, she was like three different ladies, or yeah, she was different for each of the husbands. So it's so for her mind to come up with this this fantasy, this thing, trying to for her mind to come to terms with death, ending it on a. I mean, it's it's very it could be her inner struggle. You know, the fact that the fact that Fester couldn't die could have been a manifestation of that she couldn't, the inner battle of love versus greed, and that in the end, love almost won out, but at the end, her greed, hence the golden fingernails, was killing and was killing her, was killing the love. Ergo, showing that even near death, she still would not accept love over what she wanted, and over wealth. That she could have, that her mind and soul could have been at ease if she just would have accepted love from the three lovers she had, and accept it. But she did not. She chose Reed, and so in her final moments, she just the Reed basically was at the end, and she just, as she was dying, she brought along the killing love at the last moments as her mind was dying. So that is very possible that that is what happened. Yeah. It would also make sense of other things that would seem like just, you know, because up until that point, we never saw the Adams child do anything that was, like, so made it could have made a lot of sense as to why the child could cut through all that, and that why, using the knife and cutting through the crib, and then knowing that electricity would kill her, and knowing what was inside her would drop. Only she would know those details. So, and the fact that when they were all hooked up to the electric chairs, they were saying, "Poor Debbie," and they knew exactly what to say, and Debbie gave them enough time to say everything. You know, I mean, even Fester was talking bad about himself. So it was very reflecting, on what she thought of them. They weren't trying to talk her out of it or anything. They were basically saying what she thought of them. You know, so does really lean in towards that, but I think they did it in such a subtle way that everyone just thought, well, that's normal for the Adams, and they didn't realize what it really was, which is what I explained to you. Yes, I could be wrong, but this is my 116th watch. So, like I've said in the past, this is what popped in my head during this during my 116th watch on my 116th day, and what popped in my mind when I was done watching it. So that's how I see it on this day, and after watching it, you know, while watching it, and after watching it. Yeah. So, yeah, and like I've done in the other ones, da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da, da